Hey everybody, the great Bruce Forman. Play a little bit for us, buddy. Hey, you know, those lessons are working out real good that I'm giving him. You know, at first I thought he was a little slow, but you know, he's really come on. You know, so
you know, I just want to learn this string. I don't want this one. What is it?
You don't need all those other strings. Okay. You know. Anyhow, this is the great Bruce Forman. This guy is one of the greatest jazz guitar players on the planet, the greatest overall guitar players.
I'm the best in my price range.
And this is the best store on this block in this center.
Okay, cool.
So, you know, so we're both the best.
Okay.
So, and I want to tell you, you know, my buddy Bruce came in to do a podcast with us. And Bruce, you have a podcast.
That's right. I have a podcast called Guitar Wank. That's one word, Guitar Wank. And yes, and it was great to do your podcast, man. I'm real excited that you've joined the podcast. You know, it's time you came kicking and screaming into the 21st century.
Well, I've been trying. You know, when you told me about all the money you were making on yours, I figured, you know, hell, I got to get into this field. I mean, you know, I need a new T-shirt.
Right,
so.
right. You know, you're probably after a year or two, you'll get to there. You know?
To the T-shirt?
Yeah.
There you go. Well, we do it for love, not for the money.
Right.
But if the money comes, we have no objections, right?
No, I haven't been turning any down lately.
There you go. You know, so likewise here, you know.
I've got the one thing money can't buy.
What's that?
Poverty.
There you go. So we had a great time at the podcast. It was great talking to this guy, and he's got so much history. Did movies with Clint Eastwood.
Yes, I did.
You know, $1 Million Baby, all kinds of stuff. Molly Ringwald. You know, played with all the great jazz players, Freddie Hubbard, Ray Brown, on and on and on. Well, you know, and he plays jazz. So the one thing is that, you know, you never are too, you know, kind of intimidated in those clubs because there's just very few people in there. You know?
There'll be plenty of places
you know,
to park.
when you play jazz, you know, there might be 4 or 5 people in the club, and some people are talking to themselves, so they come up and talk to you, and you know, you're a polite guy.
Mostly they ask like where they can hear live music, stuff like that.
There you go. That's one way to do it. Yeah. So this is the great Bruce Forman. All kidding aside, one of the greatest jazz players of all time. I'm honored to have him in on the podcast, which you'll be hearing about soon. We haven't aired them yet, but we're going to give you a heads up. And when they happen, I think they're a lot of fun. I think you guys are going to dig it. And I got to thank you for allowing me to be on your podcast.
Right. Thank you for, and they're all up on the web, so people can check that out. And yeah, just thanks for doing this, and thanks for all you do with all these great guitars, and it's always great to see you. And thanks for your high praise. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, my brother. And the podcasts will be, you can go to Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts, and then a week later, the video will air on the All Guitar Network exclusively. So you need to sign up for the All Guitar Network. It's free, and if you're a guitar freak, it's great. If you're a guitar wanker, it's great. And if you just like to see a bunch of buddies hanging out and having a good time, that's great too. Great Bruce Forman. Thank you, my buddy. Can you take us out with a little bit more
music? Sure, I guess I can. That was F blues. Maybe I'll do
There's other
G
keys,
blues.
Right? Hey, that's beautiful. I just want to say one thing. I turned them up because, you know, most jazz players, you just got to take their word for it that they're good. Bruce, you proved that you are good.
Okay.
There you go.
Thanks.
Great Bruce Forman.